Ted Cruz was recently speaking to a group of Republicans, and he unfortunately made a number of jokes about Joe Biden, especially considering the fact that Joe Biden just lost his son, Beau, to brain cancer. Now, we're about to show you the two jokes that he made that are in question, and then you can judge for yourself. Let's take a look at the first one.
You know, Vice President Joe Biden. You know the nice thing? You don't need a punchline. I promise you it works. The next party you're at, just walk up to someone, say Vice President Joe Biden, and just close your mouth. They will crack up laughing.
Yeah. So, look, the timing on that is hideous. They're about to bury Beau Biden. The funeral's about to happen. And now, I don't know how. Look, Ted Cruz has got this as part of his regular shtick, right? So I would hope to God, and I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt, that he forgot, right? That Beau Biden had passed away and they were about to have the funeral. I don't, as bad a guy as I think Ted Cruz is, I don't think he's that bad that he thought, oh, he's about to bury his son, let me make fun of him, right? So maybe I'm being naive, but I'm going to give him a pass on that. But one of the things I take away from this is, look at how fake they are. Like, that's his shtick. He's got a shtick. He comes out and he does his shtick. And he forgot to take that joke out of his routine because they're about to have the funeral, right? But But Mr. Like, they always want to seem authentic, and they go out there and they make fun of Obama for reading from a teleprompter, which every single president in the modern era has done. And then they go out there and they go through their acting and their routine.
Look, I think that clip perfectly shows what's wrong with not just politics, but with every single part of society right now. Whether it's media, whether it's how police do their jobs, we have forgotten that we're all people, right? Regardless of your political affiliation, regardless of your life experiences, regardless of your job, we're all people. And there used to be a time in America where human lives mattered regardless of what your race was or what your political leaning was. You're a person. And so you show a little bit of humanity, especially when someone has lost their own child in a tragic way. And so for someone like Ted Cruz, the fact that maybe he did forget, but the fact that he forgot makes me realize how inhumane he really is. How do you forget something like that?
See, look, that's fair. And you're getting me to swing a little bit because he came back to it. He did another joke, right? So let's show you the other joke, and then I'll tell you how I would have reacted in this situation. Let's watch.
Biden said, if anyone attacks your house, just go outside with a double-barreled shotgun and fire both barrels in the air. Now that is very, very good advice. If it so happens you're being attacked by a flock of geese.
And then he's got that smug look like, aren't I so
funny?
Clever? Yeah. So here's where you get me to swing at him. Look, I'm not a senator, but to be fair, my job is to cover politics, right? I mean, the minute I said Biden, I would have been like, oh, right, no, wait, I can't say this joke now.
Right.
So did he miss the whole thing, or did he hear it and immediately? How could he have forgotten it so quickly?
How do you forget something like that? It happened this week.
Yeah, like, how do you tell the second joke? Isn't there anything bell goes off, like, oh, Biden, wait, what was it about Biden, right?
It's just a lack of humanity, and it's a lack of empathy, a lack of sympathy, okay?
Yeah.
He just doesn't get it, and he's not unique in that way. I see it time and time again in politics, and when you can't relate to one another, when you don't treat one another as human beings, how are you going to come up with any type of compromise, any type of negotiation? These people are lawmakers, okay? Regardless of where you stand politically, you're supposed to work with your fellow members of Congress to come up with legislation that represents the people. But they're unable to do that because they're so polarized, they hate one another so much that they're even unable to have any type of sympathy when someone loses his son. I mean, it's disgusting. So I have no respect for him, especially after something like this.
I just can't. Maybe I'm naive. I just can't get beyond, like, nobody can do that if they knew that Beau Biden had died of brain cancer as recently as this weekend, which is obviously what happened. I've got to believe he didn't hear about it. I've got to believe that. He can't be that bad a person.
Well, a reporter asked him why he made this joke afterwards, and here's what he had to say.
Heartbreaking and tragic. Our prayers are very much with Vice President Biden, with Jill. It's a tragedy no one should have to endure.
Why don't you tell a joke about Vice President?
Senator, a man of conviction.
He knew.
Oh shit, he knew, man.
He knew.
Oh God, he's such a bad guy. I gotta be honest with you guys, I hadn't seen that video. He knew. Jesus Christ. Oh my God, he's such a scumbag. And then when the reporter asked him that question, that's the moment where you got to be a decent human being and go,
I messed up. I'm sorry.
Be like, hey man, you're so right about that. God, I really wish I hadn't said that. I didn't put the two things together. You're right. Like his son just passed away. Like that's what I would say because I'd feel horrible, right? I'd be like, oh my God, you're right. What did I do? I'm so sorry about that. And thanks for reminding me of that. I'll straighten that out. But he knew, and he's like, oh yeah, I did the joke.
Now I walk away from you. Exactly.
Oh, what a dick. What an unbelievable dick. He might be the worst guy in the field, and that is a hell of a prize to take in the Republican field. Wow, he did those Biden jokes. Jesus Christ.